Herman Bavinck, 1854 to 1921. "Come in," Herman Bavinck's father said at the sound of a knock on the door of his study. Bavinck's father, Jan, sat at his desk. He was a minister at the Christian Reformed Church, CRC, in Kampen, a congregation of the Secession Church that had rejected the liberal theology which had gained wide acceptance in the Dutch state church. The first congregations and ministers of the CRC had seceded or separated from the state church in 1834. "I wanted to speak with you, Papa," Herman said, stepping into the room. "My first year at the theological school is nearly complete, and I wish more strongly than ever to transfer to Leiden University." His father stood up from his desk, paced a few steps, and said, "We've discussed this already, Herman. We've only just arrived here in Kampen. You're doing so well at the theological school. Besides, we agreed that you would study here for a year, Papa." "Yes," Herman said. "And that year is almost over. I appreciate what they are doing at Kampen, really. But at Leiden—" "At Leiden," Jan said, "they will teach you to doubt Scripture, deny the resurrection of Christ, and walk away from our Reformed faith. How could I in good conscience allow my son to immerse himself neck-deep in theological liberalism?" Herman stepped closer to his father. "Papa, I don't intend to embrace what is contrary to our faith. I want to understand modern theology firsthand and take advantage of Leiden's more scholarly atmosphere. Kampen cannot provide the scientific approach to theology that my mind craves. Think of what people will say. Me, a pastor of the CRC, allowing a child of the covenant to put himself in harm's way spiritually?" Jan said. "Don't you understand that it's safer for you, for the good of your soul, to finish your studies in Kampen?" "Yes, Papa," Herman said. "It's just that it is intolerable that so many Christians go into hiding out of fear of engaging with modernism. Without confronting modernism, how can we prepare future generations to contend for the truths passed down to us? Imagine how much good can be done by Christians who have an inside knowledge of modernism and liberalism, but also a heart commitment to Christ and the gospel." "Herman," Jan said, turning to look through the window of his study on a field soaked with patches of melting snow, "don't you know that so many young people from Christian homes are lost morally and religiously when placed in such environments?" He turned to face Herman. "I don't want my son to become a skeptic," he said, "an opponent of God's truth, and even an enemy of God's people. The university is not the only thing that draws me to Leiden, Papa," Herman said. "I intend to be an active member in a Christian Reformed congregation in Leiden, where Pastor Jan Hedrick Donner ministers. He is the best preacher in Leiden and has quite a wide hearing in the city." Jan turned away and thought. Herman also grew silent as his mind previewed the danger of his becoming deluded by modernism and shipwrecking his faith and morality. He also thought about the criticism his family, a pastor's family, would face from well-meaning members of the CRC. As these realities hit him, he was prepared to submit to his father's wishes. After what seemed to be an hours-long silence, Herman's father faced him and stepped close. "I understand you, son, truly," he said gently. "May God accompany you on your way, keep you steadfast in the faith, and protect you from the toxic philosophical air at Leiden." "Papa, thank you," Bavinck exclaimed. "May God grant that I stand firm in the faith at Leiden and ever after." Father and son embraced. Neither they nor countless Christians ever since would regret the decision made that day. Early life and education. Herman Bavinck was born December 13, 1854, at Hokeveen in the Netherlands, in the province of Drenthe. There his father, Jan Bavinck, was a pastor and leader in the Christian Reformed Church.